Let me ask you something. How many dreams have you buried? Not because they weren't possible, but because someone else didn't believe in them. How many times have you silenced your own voice? Not because you had nothing to say, but because you feared it wouldn't be accepted. How many times have you played small, toned yourself down, changed who you are, just to fit in? And more importantly, fit in with who? People who don't even know your heart? People who haven't walked a day in your shoes? People who would rather critique than create? You see, we live in a world that constantly whispers in our ears. What will they think? What if they don't approve? What if I fail and they see it? And we start to believe that those voices matter. We start living our lives not from our hearts, but from fear, from doubt, from the suffocating pressure to please people who are barely paying attention. But here's the truth. Freedom begins the moment you stop caring what others think. Not in a reckless way, not in a rebellious way, but in a liberating way, in a soul-healing, life-giving, purpose-aligning kind of way. I know, easier said than done, right? Because from the time we were children, we were trained to seek validation. Get the gold star, please the teacher, be polite, fit in, don't be too loud, don't be too bold. So we shapeshift, we shrink, we blend in, and one day, we forget who we even were before the world told us who we should be. But here's what no one tells you. The people who judge you the most are often the ones struggling the most. People who criticize your dreams are usually the ones who never chased theirs. People who mock your progress are secretly terrified of your potential. And people who try to dim your light do so because it shines too brightly on the areas of their life they haven't faced. So what happens when you finally let go of their opinions? First, you gain clarity. You stop running every decision through the filter of, will they like this? You start asking, does this feel right to me? You stop living by their timeline and start living by your truth. You begin to hear your own voice again, and oh, how powerful it is when you finally listen to it. Second, you unlock confidence. Not arrogance, not ego, but the kind of confidence that comes from knowing you have your own back. When you stop worrying about what others think, you start showing up with a different energy. You walk differently, you speak with intention, you take bolder steps, you try the thing. You say yes to the opportunity. You chase the dream, because you're no longer dragging the dead weight of their judgment behind you. And third, you attract the right people. When you're unapologetically you, the wrong people will fade away. And that's okay. Let them. Because the right people, the real ones, are drawn to your authenticity. Not the fake smile. Not the edited version. You, in all your messy, beautiful, evolving, brave imperfection. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a cliff. On the other side is the life you've always wanted, freedom, joy, success, peace. Between you and that life, a thick fog called the fear of judgment. But here's what no one tells you. That fog, it only looks solid. When you step into it, it disappears. Because most of the people you're afraid of impressing won't even remember your failures a week from now. So why give them the power to hold you back for a lifetime? You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be brave for one moment longer than your fear. Because the day you stop caring what others think is the day you start becoming who you were always meant to be. It's the day you take your power back. It's the day you rewrite your story. It's the day you stop living as a character in someone else's script and start living as the author of your own. So today I challenge you. Speak up. Show up, take the risk, be bold, be weird, be real, be too much. Because too much for them might be just enough for the world you were born to impact. At the end of the day, the loudest voice in the room should not be theirs, it should be yours. And the only opinion that should have the final say in your life is your own.